So, let's see if that works. So, audio okay. Nice. So that's at least something. Okay, I think now... Let's see how it works. On my secondary monitor, things are not working, but yeah. So sorry guys, it's really annoying, but technical issues are hopefully not killing tonight's stream. If so, we're going to start another day or something like that. So my research just keeps going. We are researching biorhythm, grants power to nearby structures. That's a new spell. Oh, it's a point-blank AoE of what I'm doing already. I take that any time of the day. Hey, Meanie. Yeah, I totally do. I'm just a little bit bothered by the, hey, some malicious, welcome, by the tonight's technical issues. I don't like it when I have to restart the stream, you see. But who does? Anyways, so let's not focus on these things too much and have a look-see at the mana flower that we researched. So I bet that this... yeah. So we can plot one somewhere and then it will supply the surrounding area with mana. Let's see. Yeah, the hand is now supplied with mana. They don't seem to fill up the baubles though. It is early access, but yes, it has been released a couple of weeks ago. And according to the developer, it is a complete game experience as it stands right now. Just needs polish in the later 50%, if I read it correctly. So that is going to be a horrible mess, and I'm really happy that we are researching the spell which gives me a point-blank AoE rechargeability, because... It's awesome. But such is the life of a mage apprentice. Okay, so what are we going to need for the other researches? Water and earth research, it says. Foundation of earth requires salt prism and elemental earth and elemental water, I say. So we're going to require more elemental binders, right? I'll make one more of these. Well, I gotta say, I'm with you, Meanie, insofar as I always find that in factory games, every part of the game should result in a somewhat playable way to tackle the game. If you want to be that stupid to play with these, there should be a way to even encourage you to this madness, you see? It's my personal take on it, at least. Because there's really... I find Factorio factories that run on burner machines, for example, fun as hell. I mean, I wouldn't want to build any of these, but I love people showcasing their madness, so there's that. But as far as it stands with factory games, I really find that MOTEMANCER is already something very, very special. And I mean that in a very positive way. So, let's plop down another elemental binder. And for elemental earth, we do require ether, and here we do require ether too. It's all ether, I think. And ether we make out of life stuff, so why are you out of power? Did the baubles let you down? Come on, let me help you. So we're going to make another collector grindstone situation here. I mean, I do know that I will rip out every single bit of all this one day sooner or later, but until then, it's a tomorrow me problem. For today, I need solutions for today me. Is what it is. Alright. That solves the ether problem. So, we do require modes of earth and modes of water. Where the hell do I get these from? I mean, modes of earth, I don't have any access. Modes of water, here. So we go with the stuff that we can acquire first. So, here we go. Modes of water are easily acquired. Pure, we just need some belt madness. Speaking about which, some up. Well, I'm not that far down the road yet, Meanie. But, I gotta say, so far, really enjoy what I got here. So, salt prisms are no longer being deposited this way. So that's what this hand was good for. Alright, so, gotta keep those shifting slabs in production, you see. These guys are really important for our factory. Oh! Okay, that's, I wasn't aware that this could happen. So, this is something which really I wish would be running a little bit smoother. I wish I could run alongside of this properly without the, thing glitching away, but I mean, this works really well. I mean, it looks cursed, but it works, and that's what matters, right? Okay, here's the ether factory. Oops, wrong way. No, it wasn't wrong. Starter factories are the best because you're allowed to do the most terrible things and you can excuse yourself with, I'm not knowing what I'm doing here, even if you know it better already. I played so much Factorio that technically I think most of the things that I know about Factorio should apply here as well, but I want to take it slowly and avoid these assumptions as good as I can, so to speak, because it usually leads you only to false assumptions. Alright, so, biorhythm. Hell yeah, I got a biorhythm now, boys. Did you know? So next we're researching leaves. And after that, we're going right into the Life Adept. Okay, I don't mind. I'm happy that I fully automated this thing, except for the energy. So, let's see. Oh, I just need to walk by. Oh, this is comfy. Alright, this is definitely a upgrade to before. This allows me to scale up in this manner without going nuts. I like that. Right, Beanie? That's what I'm saying. So that's one of the things where I did do the most mistakes in other games too, when I assumed that I know how things are working because it's so similar to other games. And that's where you can really take a wrong turn so darned easily. Alrighty, so we can even output directly on a pedestal, right? So there's that. Can I do more than one research at once? We will find out. Salt prisms and elemental water. So we're not really prisming well here. Salt prisms are, as a matter of fact, makeable. Right here. And thus, spaghetti began. Because I got an idea. Yeah, Meanie, I totally agree with you there. And Iologi, I do. So I feel like the best games are these that manage to lure you into that false sense of knowing your ways, which leads to a warm fuzzy feeling of feeling accustomed to what you do, and then suddenly a task arises which totally changes what you knew, and you need to work differently than before, and that is where the fun begins. At least, really, that's what I think. And so far, if you say that MOTEMANCER does serve in that area, this game is getting better and better, man. And I really will do my best to support Cyan in every way I can do, because, you know, good games are rare to be found. And I mean it. There's a swamp of horrible indie games out there, and I don't even want to offend any people who accidentally produce something horrible. It's really hard in the current market times to just live off of things, so I totally understand when games with questionable quality do come up, if you get my idea. So this is the wrong item. I think I need a grindstone. I took the wrong turn. Can the grindstone fit into my power fantasy here? No, it can't. But we can make it work. So we're just going to go an old school tricksy way, which we know from good old Factorio. If you ain't got splitters, use your inserters. Paper boy, hi there. Yeah. I mean, it shocked me when wait a sec. So Manny said that 80% of all businesses go bankrupt in the first 10 years. I wanted to say regarding to that, I was so shocked when I did my market analysis and realized that my channel is already in the upper 8% of all German YouTube channels. Which means 92% of all German YouTube channels are smaller than me. And I can't make a living yet of what I'm doing. Almost, we're getting there, but it's not quite happening yet. And then I realized all those poor guys out there like me, wow, it is really a brutal market out there. And it's really hard to live off of a passion project like mine here. I mean, I am also the proof that if you stay on what you're doing and never give up, you eventually make it. But wow, I gotta say that number really shocked me. I thought that there were more bigger players in the pond, and that was when I had between 30 to 40,000 subscribers. I didn't check the last time when I was close to 50,000. So yeah, here goes. Speaking about, here goes my burst underground. We need to make it a little bit like that, because we need our salt pyramids elsewhere. Oh boy, what a catastrophe. Factory. Love it. Well put, Manny. And, yeah. So sad to say, Ash, that I totally understand what you're saying there, and, if you don't have the long breath to just keep grinding until it works, yeah, you're better off going elsewhere to find your happiness. I mean, yeah, on my end, I was lucky enough to have not much of a different choice in life, sort of. So there's that. Oh, I can't have two different research at the same time. Great. This is making me happy. That's pretty cool, actually. Alrighty. Nice. Well, Mini, when you want to make cultural work, the lottery that you're talking about is only regarding whether you will be abundantly successful in a ways and means that you will earn more than a human being possibly can need. Everybody, though, and I really mean it when I say it, everybody out there who really puts their back into it can live off of creative working, though. You just have to have two things: resilience and the ability to adapt to the current needs and market shifts, and be willing to make your dream work a little bit different than you originally anticipated. I didn't, for example, expect that I would be making guides that much as I do. But here I am, and I love what I'm doing. I don't want to do anything different, but I didn't see that coming in the least little bit when I started my YouTube career. I just noticed that there was a high request for well-made guides and informational material about gaming, and then I put all my back into that niche and went for it. And this is something that you can do in every type of creative business, be it writing or video making or whatever. You just need to pay good attention to what the people really want and make an authentic product out of that, or an authentic show, or whatever. And it will work, because at the end of the day, you need to reach the people. You need to reach the interest of the people that you want to reach. If you want to do that really honestly and put your back into it, you can even have a crap-shoddy presentation, but as long as you're really authentic, people will still watch it. It's because we humans want to interact with other real people more than we want to have a perfect product. At least, I believe in that. I might be wrong. It's just my ramblings on a cup of tea, which Joe brought me, by the way, for all who are interested. Yeah, Ash, that's something that happens everywhere. Here in Germany, you have 5 years, but I've been pressured by government already with stuff like, yeah, and why, Mr. Icon, don't you get yourself a real job instead of being self-employed? I really was close to jumping in the face of that dear lady for this kind of rude question, but yeah. I find it highly irritating every time I encounter it that somehow people want to watch cultural content every time in their free time, but at the same time, they neither want to pay people like me, nor do they want to accept that people like me don't earn the most money and probably fill the lower ranks of the society. They still need to look down on people like me, being like, and when do you do a real job? It's amazing me. Culture is such a disdained product. It's amazing. You really, I don't, it's weird. Corporate jobs are absolutely soul-draining. Yeah, agree on that. So let's see, I am doing the water research pretty much passively right now, but I don't know where the heck I can get earth motes from. So we're going to explore a little bit. So one of the things that really, oh, here we go, that really would be awesome for this game would be earlier access to a mini-map or a map. I don't know if you are getting later access to a map in this game, but currently the lack of a map really bothers me. It is one of the most bothering things to me in MOTEMANCER so far. Bird Fortuna, hey there. Love to hear that I was able to help with Rimworld. Lately I am quite obsessed with Rimworld myself again as well, because Odyssey is just so good. And on top of that, the version 1.6 of the game is also that good. It is just really... When I was thinking that they lost the drive, so to speak, they came out with that kind of banger, and I'm very, very much appreciating it. Okay, so here's the earth motes that we were looking for. Yeah, I noticed that there are different planes in this game, so I thought that this would be different maps that you travel. So, salt prisms and elemental earth. Can get water. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, let's do this. So, 3 collectors. Oh no, my mana is empty. So yeah, eventually I guess we will need to make this happen with something else than the manually refilled things, but that day ain't today. Here we go. So you see, I'm starting to be a little bit more efficient with the things I do. This game is lovely, seriously. It's Alright, it was ether, wasn't it? Salt prisms. They do require ether, I'm not wrong about that. Salt and ether, right. So here we go. That's really interesting, Nini. I really enjoy your information. Really, thanks for that. You sound like you are doing a lot of research or work in the corporate area. Thanks for sharing. I did make a bachelor degree in economy before I did start streaming. That's why I'm so interested, you see. And that's why I'm somewhat knowledgeable of what I'm doing here while I'm doing it. Nice, ain't it? When I did that, after I did that degree, by the way, I decided that I need to stay away from corporate as far as I can because it's all just flippin' criminals there, in my opinion. And that really shocked me. I noticed to some degree that I wasn't able to work in management areas because of all the dirty corruption and irritating amount of disdain towards human beings that I found there. I don't know. It's just not my world. Being with you guys here, real people, being passionate about things that are important in our lives. That's more where I want to add, where I want to be at, you see. So, we can put these into the grindstone. And we got the salty prisms that we require. This is a lot of fun. Hey, Bird Fortuna. I don't mind speaking about other games in my streams. My streams are more open to all manner of topics, and that's on purpose. And your question was where do I rank the Odyssey DLC for Rimworld? Currently, rank 1, as a matter of fact. I don't know if that ranking will stay after I'm done-ish with the DLC, but currently, my statement is like this. No other DLC, it's too loud, gives you such a wide arrangement of different things to add into Rimworld as Odyssey does. Odyssey is amazing in that regard, as it adds not only the graph ship, but so many things more. I love it for that. This is really one of the richest DLCs they created, and to some degree it almost feels like Ludian hated the fact that people were sort of angry about how Anomaly was perceived, and wanted to show us that they really know it better than that. I really got to say it is one piece of defined work, and I love every little piece of it so far. Huh. Well, meaning I actually can need help of people here. Ash likes ideology more. Well, to me, I put it like Odyssey, ideology, and biotech in that order. But ideology and Odyssey are competing for rank 1, and that's why I said it like I said it in the first place. I am not sure which one will be making the run when I'm done with making my impressions about it. You know, at first glance things look like that, but once you are playing things longer and such, you often see things differently. That's why I am that skeptical, if you want to call it like this. I just have made a lot of statements in the past which I did regret in one way or another, because I realized that I was wrong in hindsight. Yeah, adventuring is now easier than ever in Rimworld Odyssey. It's amazing. It is so great. Traveling is finally not obnoxious anymore. I hated traveling a couple of versions ago for all the pitfalls it brought, but now it's actually fun, and that's an excellent development. Yeah, I'm with you there, Ash. If biotech wouldn't have added so many weird combat things, it would be easily ranking higher. It's the same for me. We are really on the same page in that regard. Alrighty. These pedestals, they remind me so much of the name of a Minecraft mod. It was a magic mod too, where you were crafting things on pedestals as well, where you put different magic energies on pedestal slots, and it's on the top of my mind, but I just don't get it. Riftbreaker is on my to-do list. Are they finally done with the co-op mode? Oh, I need elemental earth, right? Not modes of earth. Silly old me. Try to skip the elemental binder. You don't skip the elemental binder. A mod in Minecraft. It was Ash. Magic mod where you can make different essences, and I do remember that you require flowers to make magic happen, and I've forgotten how the mod was called, but I do notice a lot of elements out of this mod in this game. At least I am absolutely convinced that they must be somewhat related to that. So we do need the salt prisms, but we also need a little bit of ether for the elemental binder. So we're going to do the same trick that we did before. I'm going to grab some off of the line here. Botania, thank you. So these, the research benches remind me so much of Botania workbenches, or Botania in general. And that's a good thing, I love Botania. I really enjoyed playing the mod. I am not surprised that Cyan did, yeah, thanks Meanie. It checks out with my impression. But I mean, this is how good games are made. Take stuff you love from a bunch of games, and then you try to meld it into something new. And this is how good games are created. We are always copying and iterating creatively in every form of art. My favorite example of this is that somewhere, I think in France, there is a Neolithic cave where cavemen made drawings on the walls. By now, it is locked for visitors because our breeding destroys the pictures on the wall. Anyways, the story goes like that. Picasso himself was one of the people that was able to enter the cave while it was still open, and he came out with the words, "We didn't invent anything at all." That was what this man said when he saw the drawings. Which means to me, we humans, we've always been stealing creatively from one another and put new things into the world. Which means the more people there are out there, the more art we create, basically. Because this is how we create new things. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. Indeed, Meanie, indeed. The amount of inspiration cross pollinating the automation scene is amazing. Another scene that works very similar like that is the Vampire Survivors like genre. The Punkel created this weird genre, and all the developers in that area, they are cross working between each other, and it's great. I really love it because I love the genre. You know, I find that they are the positive, casual iteration of the ARPG genre, and I love them for that. So we invented leaves. Would have thought we need science for that. So let's see. Lush flora brimming with life's rampant growth. Abundant power production and duration in a mana cultivator. So this is the good fuel, I see. Altamira. Ugh. So, well, I think personally, when artists are trying to think that they need to hide their work from one another so they don't get copied, stuff like that works. You're actively making life harder for you. I don't want to. Oh yeah, because you're basically working reverse. If anything, I feel like you should really try to cultivate a atmosphere between creatives where sharing is absolutely approved, because products just get better this way. But well, here in Germany, creative work is considered to be no real work, so I'm talking big with my dreamy eyes and my low income. Anyways, jokes aside, science is sciencing well. We are researching all three areas, and let's see, place motes from a quarry collector directly onto a streamway. We have to. So, stone cutters and reaching grippers. Let's see what kind of new things we have unlocked here. So, streamway. Express roads, I guess? What is a quarry collector, though? Is this a simple collector, or is this a building that I don't have worked with yet? Streamweaver weaves streams into item transport. It sounds a lot like trains to me. Yeah, well, Ash, as soon as there are bigger amounts of money involved, there's always drama involved. And, well, what can I say? Minecraft has become quite big, and it shows. It really shows. When things become big, they become dramatic. Is what us people do. Because people are afraid they don't get their part anymore, their share. Other people are taking away their part, yada yada yada. So, let's see if it works like I thought it does. I don't want to use the streamway, but I need to because the tutorial says I need to. So... place motes from a quarry collector directly on a streamway. This doesn't sound like what I'm supposed to do. But this is a streamway, and this is a collector. So let's see if we can find a quarry collector somewhere else. I don't think that I will find a quarry collector here, but I just need to check it out. There it is. See? It's improved mining machines, basically. I'm ahead of my time. Good night. Well put, Mini. You really do economy, man. That's I could listen to you a whole night. You're putting down economy wisdom quite nicely there. You guys are awesome to pop in and bother me. Bird Fortuna, yes, I'm living in Germany, and I even am from Germany. Ha! Well, I might be coming back to your offer, Mini. I mean, I don't plan to be leaving MOTEMANCER anytime too soon, and you seem to be inclined to to join me when I do play this, so feel free to. I don't think that I will be staying that much longer either. I don't know. I just noticed that my brain does need a break from what I am doing here because, you know, currently we are waiting for the researches to get done. We are enjoying a really nice and good chat at the same time, but yeah. Why did the machine stop? Because somehow I cut it off the... Okay. When did that happen and why did it happen? Don't know. But that doesn't work. Now it works. Well, if anything, I love to talk about economy things because it's just a guilty pleasure of mine. I hate economy, but I also love economy. It's like eating chilies. It hurts you, but it also makes you happy. Yes, I do speak German as well. I've been born here. I just adapted to the language of the internet quite well. So, we certainly don't produce enough ether here. Let's rack up those numbers. Those are rookie numbers. Obviously, I can't really directly dump into the machine right now. Too bad. Ah, because of that fern here. Let's see. Yeah, well. There we go. I think this should be bringing out more of these. One day I need to find out how fast these recipes actually work and put them into ratios. But that day is luckily not today. Alright, my friends, I enjoyed the stay tonight, but I really gotta take a break. My brain is aching from all the new input, and this is always like that. When I learn new things, I feel the pressure eventually. But it's a good pressure, and MOTEMANCER is a game that I can wholeheartedly recommend if you are into the automation genre. This will be not our last dance. I will be back eventually. I don't know when, though. We will be featuring new things, and as the bot says in between, I have a Ko-fi page now, so check it out if you want to. And of course, if you enjoyed the show, feel free to support the channel in any way that seems fit to you. Like I said, I still can't use the support. Anyways, thanks for watching, and school history teacher, learn what year this king did this or you get a bad grade. Oh yeah. See you around, meanie. Really enjoyed the stay. So, good night, y'all, or a good day, whatever it might be on your end.